Okay. I don't know why it stopped recording, but
I
for
want
some
to see him
reason.
gone from Nod-krai. The rapier
Okay,
of
let me
Solmari and his wild hunt must be sent
explain.
back where they belong.
So I was recording videos. For some reason it stopped recording. When I went to go check on the recording to post it and everything, it just disappeared. It's gone from my files. So I'm just gonna start from here.
Well, when I first met you, you didn't strike me, but now you're full of vitality.
Thank you. Look after
Aww.
yourself too, Arlecchino.
I love these two.
I know, but whatever you're after,
Anyway.
don't let the abyss take a hold of you.
I appreciate the concern,
Also,
Columbina.
I finally figured out the black things on
Although perhaps
Arlecchino's
it's time
hands.
you took
Yeah,
a new
they are
name.
gloves.
Kutar, the Moon
Like her
Maiden,
the hand.
Columbina.
I thought the
They're nothing
black
more
stuff
than
on her
code
hands
names.
were
They
like
describe who
gloves,
she
but now I
is,
know
and
that's
we
corrupted
often
skin.
use code names in the House of the Hearth.
That's
too.
great.
But it's knowing your real name that keeps you grounded.
I thought it was just always
All
gloves.
I'll say is this. All right.
Okay.
That's it from me.
Get my mic now.
I'll get you
Be on
back
toy.
safely first, then go meet.
You're the best!
I appreciate the jest.
It was a close call, but we got the iridescent moon's marrow and restored Columbina's strength. In other words, mission accomplished. Paimon wonders how everyone else is doing. Oh, do you think the hey look! Flint's! Llama!
All is well, thank you. Nefer and Yehoda had to stay at the curatorium to wrap things up.
I ran into Miss Anefa and Miss Aino on...
You seem rather cheerful.
I certainly am. Fighting alone can get quite tedious. But I had the good fortune to run into a pair of brave young warriors.
Darn! Yes, you finally came back.
We meet again.
Albedo! What are you doing here?
Thankfully,
These two courageously lent me a hand while I was fighting the wild hunt. And given how people of outstanding...
So, who's your travel buddy, Albedo?
why don't you come and introduce yourself?
A gentleman of few words, I see.
It's nice to meet you. Again.
Wait a sec!
That's right.
By the way, he says it's okay if you drop the mini.
Yeah, I'm not...
Interesting, isn't it?
Wow! You look so different!
Thank you, Paimon.
Wow! You're such a...
Personally, I think our little Paimon is... When people call her Little Paimon, it's just because she's so adorable.
You're absolutely right.
Uh-oh. People are talking about...
Judging from your expressions, I'm guessing it all went well?
It's getting crowded here.
No need. This?
Thank you for your hospitality, ladies and gentlemen, but I was merely escorting my friends back. I'll be meeting Sandrone shortly, as we still have some things to discuss.
We really appreciate your help.
Oh, come on. Spare the formalities.
I understand.
Oh, this place is hopping. It's probably a good thing one of us left. Otherwise, we might...
Are you saying we're about to run out of...
As a matter of fact, I am. I overheard your little chit-chat outside, by the way. Though, it looks like we have another new face. Someone else
Frankly, you and Paimon are the only people I know here.
This here is Deanslip, colleague of Tibet's greatest guide, Paimon, and greatest adventurer, the Traveler.
When someone else jumps in to do the announcing, you know you're.
Let's hear what he had.
Note to self. Once Paimon knows you're...
When he comes looking for us, it's usually something
From the looks of it, you're about to hold a meeting. If I were to say that the wild...
As the saying goes, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Though, I can't promise the same for everyone else. Hey, Albedo!
After all this time apart, Grandmaster Varka's first...
Is he being sarcastic?
Hey, he's your brother. Why are you asking us?
I've still got a lot to learn about the nuances of human.
Oh, good point. Paimon.
I wonder what's taking Nefer so long.
Perhaps you should go and check in with her.
I just got back from...
Miss Nefer doesn't strike me as the type to share under such circumstance.
Oh, but it's fine for me to impose.
What can I say? You have...
All right, then.
Impressive. She barely fought back at all.
As I'm sure Miss Lauma will realize...
Another trick is to simply hide in the background.
Spoken like a
Anyway, looks like we've got some time to kill, but feel free to chat amongst yourselves.
You're both awfully quiet. Have either of...
That sounds like a love.
I dabble.
He's an...
I'm flat.
If I ever...
I'll bear that in mind.
Oh, whatever style...
Very well.
You can replicate.
I can try.
Thank you.
Is there...
Yeah! You do have a point. Oh, yeah!
Sure.
Great! And in return...
If that's what you...
Oh, anyway, since we're all here together...
Indeed.
Truth be told, I can't...
You're not alone there.
I don't...
Itlua is a good app.
So you're what? Come on.
Now,
Let's just keep this between ourselves. Probably best if Eloa doesn't know.
that goes without saying.
Anyone else in the know?
It's dangerous being too sharp for...
Then, in the name of the Animo Arc...
Hmm.
Of course. Just as long as...
Fair enough.
Ah, Miss Nefer. You made it after all. But what about you?
I'm here to give you an update on how things are going on our end. Once this is over, I'll be heading
Huh. So...
Not so loud!
Did you say something, Mr.
I didn't say anything. Right, Flints?
Must have been a frog. They get so noisy around here at nighttime. It's like they're putting on a...
Anyway, before we begin, there's a few introductions to make. First up, we have Miss Lauma. As Moon Chanter, she's the leader of the... Nefer is leading the investigation into Rerer's background. Assisted by... Over here, we have Mr. Flints, a Ratnik and guardian of the abandoned... For those of you who've never met, this is Mr. Albedo, a renowned alchemist and captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team. By his side is a new face for us all, myself included, Mr. Durin, who has come to lend his aid. Next up, we have the Moon Maiden and former Fatui Harbinger, Miss Columbina. Then we have the Traveler, who's earned more titles than I can possibly hope to list out, so I'll spare you the rundown. And Paimon, the ultimate travel companion.
Wow! That's a lot of people.
Miss Nefer, it looks like...
You think I haven't got enough on my hands as it is?
That would be me, Miss Nefer. I have a commission for...
And you are?
Who I am doesn't matter, right?
Well, it's not as if we never take on an
It's...
Conrian, I assume. And what's with the mask? Are you trying to hide your identity? In any case, the fact that you're even still alive raises an awful lot of questions for me.
My name is Dainsleif. And yes...
Really? Then you must have been quite an influential figure yourself.
You flatter me, but none of that matters anymore. My point was simply to clarify why I have asked Miss Nefer to investigate Rerir's back.
So you're both from Conria, and it sounds like you used to be friends. What am I missing here? Surely you already know how he became one of the five.
I'll tell you everything I know. The history of Conria, the names and identities of the I have never spoken openly of this before. The visionary, Vedifenir, who wished to foretell the future. Gold, Rhine-daughter, who desired to create life. The foul, Surtologi, who pursued supreme strength. And last, but of the five, Rerir is the only one who remains a mystery to me. He never harbored grand ambitions. So what changed in the space of a single night?
In other words, you're saying that his change came as a shock to you, and you have no idea what actually happened?
That's right.
You mentioned how the Abyss tempted.
Strangely, now that it comes to it, I hardly know where to begin. The fateful night took place during the era of the Eclipse Dynasty. One day, my elder brother, the visionary, Vedifenir, when I came to hear of this, my fury knew no bounds. I gathered together every ally centuries on, but then...
So, it's personal after all. Then tell me, Mr. Dainsleif, what price are you willing to pay? You, of all people, must know that nothing comes for free.
I cannot say what price would be worthy of such a commission. But know this. Rerir was not always a madman. Believe it or not, there was a time when he was just an ordinary man, working for the Conrian Intelligence Service, uncovering the truth of Rerir's past.
Sounds pretty good to me. Feels like we just flagged down a random passerby, only to
Can I borrow your halo? It could be useful in the lighthouse.
Hey, enough with the wisecracks! Besides, isn't that lamp of yours bright enough already?
Relax. It was meant to be a compliment. If that was a little over the top...
I'll give your proposal some serious thought, Mr. Dainsleif.
Before that, there's a few...
Now that we've united the hearts of the three moons, your power should be greatly enhanced. But it seems like that hasn't happened yet.
I believe it will take a little longer. You've done so much for me, so I want to be completely honest with you all. Even though I'm doing a lot better now, the truth is, my recovery will likely be an ongoing process. From the moment I was born, my power has been slowly ebbing away. And that is because Tevat has never accepted me. Even with the moons united as one, it seems my rejection cannot be undone. So far, I have yet to find a solution. It may turn out to be a problem that will plague me until the day I finally... Even so, I will do everything in my power to help you drive out the Rayhir of Solnari. As Arlecchino put it, this is not about chasing the spoils of victory. It's just a gesture of heartfelt gratitude.
Kutar.
Defeating the Rayhir of Solnari will be no easy task. While my strength slowly recovers, we'll all...
Naturally. We should take all the help we can get if we hope to defeat him.
We've considered several viable plans now, but our choice hinges on the answers to a few key questions. Is it even possible to kill Rerir? What experiences shaped the person or monster he became? And what's he really after? Given Albedo's expertise in alchemy, I think we should leave him to try and answer the first of these questions.
Understood.
As for the other two, I'm afraid we'll have to count on you again, Miss Nefer. Believe me when I say it's not my wish to burden you.
So you're placing all your hopes on me, huh?
We can't thank you enough for agreeing to help us. Honestly, I can hardly believe how lucky we are.
You sure have a talent for changing your tune, Miss Moonchanter. Timid like Yehoda one moment, then flinches insincere flattery the next.
Ladies, please. I must object to your portrayal of me. That's all. Feel free to keep bickering. Just pretend I'm not here.
I almost don't want to leave this room. I'm curious to see how this plays out.
I have faith in you, Miss Nefer. Something tells me you'll stand by us until the very end.
Oh? And what makes you so sure of that? What if I suddenly decide that
This isn't about the money.
Look at them getting along so well. Like two.
And I'm the one they accuse of insincere flattery. There is no justice.
Miss Lauma, you have to understand something. Unlike you, I don't actually enjoy having everyone's hopes on my shoulders.
Is that right? Well, maybe the fact that I'm willing to put my hopes in other people says more about me than you.
Anyway, we've got our plan, so let's get moving. Mr. Dainsleif, let's talk. And Traveler, once we're finished, if you've nothing else planned, I'd like you to come with me.
This whole experience is teaching me a lot. For instance, I now know that when other issues come up in the future, I'll have far more luck getting Lauma to convince Miss Nefer than trying to do it myself.
Hate to say it, friend, but that's one of the funniest things I've heard in a while.
Why? You think...
Quite the opposite. But what makes it so hilarious...
Thank you for waiting.
It's okay. We actually used the time to help Dainsleif get a room at the hotel.
That's very considerate of you. Now, I trust you share my curiosity about Rarier's past, and you seem fairly familiar with Mr. Dainsleif already. We spoke at some...
Dane has a lot of faith in us, that's for sure.
Likewise. I appreciate that you got right on board without interrogating me about why I invited you. It shows that you trust me to explain everything in due course.
That's because we know what you're capable of. We appreciate you too, Nefer. You might have been forced to help in the beginning, but this time, it was your choice.
That's one way to put it. Another is this, that once a decision's been made, it's set in stone. After that, my only goal is to see it through. Alright, so here's how it is. I'm going to access Rarier's thoughts again using my confidential method. Now, I'm sure you've seen things like this before on your travels, so you're surely well aware of how dangerous it can be. The reason I've gathered you all here is to ensure my safety during the proceedings. I plan for us to enter the fragment of his consciousness together, and once inside, I will focus on searching for information. Think of this as a diving expedition into someone's brain. If I'm the diver, you are my safety equipment, tasked with keeping me alive while I'm under the surface. Once the ceremony begins, we will all be spying on privileged information. But in the interests of safety, you must remain absolutely silent at all times. We will discuss our observations after the ceremony has concluded. Lastly, any individuals of a weaker constitution are advised not to partake in the ceremony. In any case, Paimon has her own job to do, which requires staying in the room but not joining the ceremony.
Well, good luck, everyone! Sounds like all Paimon can do is cross her fingers and root for you guys.
There's a little more to it than that. I was being serious when I said you have a job to do. While the rest of us are inside Rarir's mind, it's imperative that we have a team member on the outside. In the event that something goes wrong, you will be our first responder. I don't anticipate any issues, but the extra level of safety will be greatly appreciated.
I second that. This is a dangerous operation here, and you're our whole rescue team. That's pretty much the most important job in the crew.
So, Paimon's like the lifeguard? Yeah, that makes sense. All right, got it.
Good. Please, take a seat. We'll get started momentarily.
So, did Mr. Dainsliff tell you anything?
He told me that he believes Rarir kept some big secrets in his life. He's not sure that they were the cause of his eventual downfall, but he's asked me to uncover what those secrets were all the same.
But surely you're not planning to go through with this, no matter the cost.
If you think that, you'd be overestimating me. I'm a businesswoman, not a mercenary. But I do have my own professional reasons for taking this job. You think I'd turn down the opportunity to get a first-hand glimpse into Conrian history? No chance.
Well, as long as you don't let morbid curiosity get in the way of safety concerns, we're good. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
You're such a killjoy.
All right, I'm good to go.
All set over here, too.
Promise, Paimon, you'll be extra careful.
All right. Close your up. Phew. Could this be his office? Pretty standard setup. Bookshelves. According to Dainsliff, Rarir used to be an intelligence operative. Chances are there's plenty of top-secret intel stashed away in this room. Is this where you keep your secrets, Rarir? Can't say I'm not looking forward to this. He looks even gloomier than last time. I wonder what's changed.
Today's files are in. Time to wade through them, just like usual. Neutralized. This one should be... Beam neutralized. Another one for Sounds like she was the... Neutralized. Just another no, but come to think of it, Neutralized. Filed. I have no record. Neutralized. Filed. Neutralized and... May...
It's funny, isn't it? Your job is becoming both harder and easier at the same time, depending on how you look at it. Sooner or later, the Crimson Moon descendants will be completely wiped out. But as their numbers dwindle, they become harder and harder to track down.
That's not how it is.
Fortunately, however, most of the able-bodied adults have already been taken care of. The remaining weaklings will be increasingly easy to deal with.
No! No. My job is to ensure the survival of the Eclipse Dynasty. And the only way to do that is by eliminating any and all potential threats. It's a perfectly legitimate line of work. Every single one of my colleagues can attest to my fairness. And if my friends were aware of the facts, I know they'd back me up too. Assuming, of course, that they were aware of all the facts. Mr. Vedifalnir, it's been quite some time since we last met.
Rerir, I trust you're here because you have something important to discuss.
Forgive me. I wasn't tuning out, it's just, I noticed you didn't even phrase that as a question. As if you knew I was coming. Tell me, does someone in your position ever feel the need to ask questions at all?
It is indeed within...
I was just thinking.
That isn't a... Ever since that...
Does it feel good?
I'm afraid the notions of good and bad fail to capture the complexity of what such... You fear my silence, and long to hear the words I left unspoken that day. You must have noticed my reluctance to broach the subject. And the reason is simple. Because the burden of prophecy was
So who exactly do you deem worthy to hear your prophecies? None but our exalted king.
Or rather, our king as he once was.
You're closer.
You say that as though it is to my benefit.
You are so...
You make a fair point. Very well, then. Let me offer you some advice. And I say this not as a prophet or a visionary. For many reasons, there is very little chance of your marriage ending in happiness. If happiness is what you seek, you should find another fiancé.
Hold on. There's that same black fog again. Could this memory belong?
Wait. Hear me out. This time we finally got a clear look at his face and learned his true identity. His name is Rerir, and he claims to be one of the king's guard.
What did...
A cruel irony, isn't it?
Why?
Simple. I want you to kill him.
No, absolutely not. I would never dream of doing such a despicable
So you'll just stand by and watch him slaughter us to the last? Do not forget that the blood of the Crimson Moon flows in your veins too.
The blood of the Crimson Moon? What does that matter now? The dynasty has long... You think that alone is reason enough for me to throw away everything I have?
Why wouldn't it be? You too were once a child of the Crimson Moon, just like me.
As long as you promise to abandon this pipe dream of restoring your dynasty.
Persuade the Vinster King? Do you even know why he's so obsessed with hunting us down? The Vinster King. If you can't bring yourself to do it, so be it. Just you watch. It won't be long before calamity descends upon us all.
They'll hear that really is quite a secret you've been keeping from me, Rerir. But who am I to talk? Am I really any better? Love should be built on honesty. But ours was born from... Is it really so wrong to hide things that would only make... Vedifulnir must have known all this. And that, but I won't just sit by and watch this disaster unfold, no matter who I...
Huh? Was that Rerir who just walked past the window? Doesn't it give you the chills that he still takes the same road to work every day, as if nothing ever happened?
Those people at the deli.
Enough already. They're clearly pretty taken by their own disguises, so just smile and play along. Pull the rug from under beasts like that, and you'll risk having your throat torn out.
Deli. Oh. They're talking about those people from the opposite.
But surely you can see he's not the man he... We're not going to survive this. Valendis!
Sorry, Freether. I heard you, though. He's just following the king's orders. He's a secret agent, and it's his job to hunt down rebels.
By the time you first met him, he'd already taken Lai.
No. Rerir has no idea I have anything to do with the Crimson Moon. My family are only distant relative. Truth be told, apart from my teacher, pretty much no one knows I have any connection to any of it. It's been a long time since my family severed ties.
But as Orlog said, who could possibly talk sense into that raving lunatic of a king?
I'll work something out. Trust me, I'm with you all. Don't forget that Rerir is an Eclipse operative. You need to, for now, don't come looking for me. And if anything happens to me...
If even you can't escape this, what hope do the rest of us have?
I won't speak in his defense. Here, hold on to this. If an opportunity to escape presents itself...
You call that change? But what about you?
I've got a job, and there's still money coming in. But you can't go anywhere right now.
Another day, another round of assassination training. Training ground is just beyond this hidden passageway.
When you kill a person, doesn't it bother you when you end up covered in their blood?
Why would it? Make sure you have a firm grip on the handle, then choose your angle well. Keep your movements light and brisk, and the prey won't sense a thing.
I doubt that. I'll bet no one's ever died a quiet death at your hands.
I work clean. No traces.
That doesn't make it open or door, though. The king just happens to need you right now. What if somebody doesn't?
That won't happen.
He's changed. Ever since he fell under the spell of that power. In the beginning, he only had to take out a handful of the guilty. But now...
The ones I dealt with have always been guilty. And and I've carried out my work flawlessly.
You know why Felinda didn't accept your proposal, don't you? Was it because she didn't trust you? Or something else?
No!
What the heck? I'm just gonna like back away from that.
Delindis, do you still remember Orlog?
Orlog.
The boy who was pretending to sell flowers.
Yes, we did. What about it?
He was arrested. I just don't get it. After everything he's done, or does it mean nothing to you that people keep
No, that's not... Just hear me out.
I need to go now, Delindis. They're looking for us. If you ever...
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 47 hours for experimental purposes. The results are as follows. All subjects of observation that were sent inside have now... The situation within is proving more problematic than anticipated. No progress whatsoever. What now? Won't you give me even a glimmer of hope? Things are getting worse by the day. I have to find a way or we'll all be in danger. But... If all this research comes to nothing, what then? Sooner or later, it'll be my neck on the line. But could he really no.
Why won't you just let us go? We don't even know each other. All we want is to live ordinary, peaceful lives.
You want to live?
Yes. I just want to go on living. Is that really such an unforgivable crime?
You want to go on living. I want to keep living too. To keep living forever. That's why I have no choice but to continue on the path I'm on. If only some savior would suddenly swoop down and change the way the world is. Too bad that's not going to happen. Imagine that. If there really were such a person, you and I wouldn't be standing here like this, would we? Today's files are in. Time to wade through them just like usual. No, I don't get tired of it. It's my job. And not only am I lucky to have it, I'm good at it too. Huh. Wait. That's... Thelindis? No. Why? But you bear no mark of the Crimson Moon. How could you possibly have anything to do with them? A diluted bloodline. Carefully concealed. What a fool I've been. Numbing myself with talk of justice. Even imagining my friends would back me up. Irminsul. Finster King! How far are you going to take this? From the direct bloodline to secondary offshoots? And then what? Today it's the descendants of the Crimson Moon. Who will it be tomorrow? Will you not rest until everyone down here is dead? No. This cannot go on. This is where it ends.
You're really letting me go?
I am. As long as you can...
Don't worry, I'll be extra careful. But if you let me go, you won't be able...
Good point. In that...
No, please! I just want to see...
Go on living?
Yes. I know you're...
If I let you leave, what will become of me? Just kidding. But remember, don't let anyone know you were...
Even shadows in the dark must live by a code. But you can't save everyone.
You've been whispering in my ear for days now, Vedifalnir. What are you trying to do?
I only say this because you long for an answer to your problems. Let her go, Rerir, or you risk losing everything.
I will not.
Then you'll need a little more vigilance and a lot more power. The world is changing, Rerir. Keep your eyes peeled for your moment of opportunity.
That voice used to be so unclear. But he won't tell me how to act. Tell me then! What will this moment... And... no answer. He's like a ghost. Always...
So, the king's obsession with abyssal power left the future of Conria hanging in the balance. No wonder every aspect of Rerir's life was so unstable. And it looks like this Thelindis, Rerir's would-be fiancé, herself belonged to a sub-branch of the Crimson Moon dynasty's descendants. It almost defies belief that a couple like them could hide the truth from each other for so long. If the Vinster King hadn't intervened in such a drastic way, they might have gone on deceiving each other for the rest of their lives. And why does Vedifalnir, Daneslif's older brother, keep talking in Rerir's head? This guy kept more secrets than I ever imagined. The human mind is like a vast desert of shifting sands. When you follow the flow of someone's memories, you only ever see the parts they're willing to let surface. Time for something a bit more creative. We've been inside there's already enough clues on the board to start reading between the lines and mapping out the rest. Now, we can finally begin to put the pieces together. Sure, it'll only be a reconstruction. Once we've built up a cognitive profile, we just need to cross-check the logic behind his actions. And then we'll be able to take a sneak peek at whatever it is that Rerir has really been hiding.
Rerir, are you there? Hey, Rerir!
Dane? What's wrong?
Quick, come with me. I'll explain everything once we...
Okay. I'll come. But...
All right then, but make it...
I've never seen Dane so worked up before.
Well, this is a nice change, meeting you all at this hour. When...
Don't be ridiculous. We do not fear the day. Why would we seek refuge in the night?
You might ask your blade that the word on the street...
If this is your way of off...
Oh, we can...
Roptatir. What brings...
Why, Dainsleif, of course. Please, cast aside your apprehensions, Miss Rhindaughter.
Well, you're president of the Universitas Magistrorum, the chief royal mage known as the Wise by royal appointment, and by far the most favored among the 4 pillars of Conria. Vice President Veet doesn't even try to hide his envy when he sees you.
My success is the product of hard work and good luck. It's as simple as that. Were the king not such an extremist, I hardly think I would have received a senior post at my age. Of course, no job is without its gripes. Serving a king like ours, and as for Efterveet, in missing out on the presidency, he's dodged a mountain of stress. Like everything else in life, it comes with pros and cons.
You're all here. I apologize for the short notice, but it was an emergency.
You must be Rerir.
Mr. Sertologi. Yes, I handle...
You're clearly a person of substance if you've been invited here. But Dainsleif, you'd better have a very good reason for...
It's my brother, Vedifenir. After he spoke at the court this morning, the king...
Vedifenir in prison? Strange. I thought the king... Does this mean the king's circle of trust just got...
It has nothing to do with trust. It's about what the king wants, which is as clear as day to anyone paying attention. I simply appease him, because it's in the best interests of the universe.
And also because you're slimy. Vedifenir, perhaps less so. But still, a visionless visionary? It rather inclines me to think that qualifications are not what get you ahead in Conria.
Do you honestly think this is an important discussion to be having right now?
Dane, what are you planning to do?
Rescue Vedifenir, I assume.
Correct. It will mean storming the palace by force. Tonight. I need all of you on my side.
That's far too dangerous. And don't forget, Dainsleif.
You've been planning this for a while, haven't you?
I have no desire to commit treason. But whatever critique the king may have of Vedifenir, disfiguring your most loyal subject for putting the best interests of his court and nation first, this is not the conduct of a wise ruler. My blade will force the king to see the error of his ways.
So, Vedifenir's prophecy enraged the king. I'm sure it wasn't what he wanted to hear, but if he won't take counsel even from the visionary, then the extent of his majesty's madness is now all too clear. The question is, how does a man like me get out of this situation? You have noble ambitions, Dane, but I'm afraid they don't do much for a guy like me. I'm not interested in saving the world. All I want is a letter of pardon.
A letter of pardon? For whom? Thelindis? The chances of the Vinster King issuing a pardon for anyone connected to the Crimson Moon seem vanishingly slim. This black fog over the board must have some connection to Thelindis. But why is it taking this form? Does it have something to do with Rerir's past? Another mystery I'll need to unravel.
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 60 hours for experimental purposes. The results are as follows. Research dating back to the Crimson Moon Dynasty has established 2 points regarding moon marrow. Firstly, its origins have something to do with a god's power. Secondly, it serves as a portal to an as-yet indeterminate location. Moon marrow can thus be defined as a space. However, there are a number of hurdles to overcome before we can answer the question of where it leads to. To start with, opening the gateway requires a specific power source, which the relevant literature indicates. An enormous amount of power is then required to keep the gate open. Currently, the total power output of our instruments remains in the single digits. To make matters worse, I am now the only staff member remaining in the Moon Marrow lab. The Universitas Magistrorum recently decided to move most of its personnel into abyssal energy research, which has stymied all Crimson Moon-related projects. This is not a wise move. I have always maintained that placing all our hopes in a single source of power is risky, especially one as poorly understood as this, as well as making ourselves overly reliant on a single resource. I apologize if we really...
Hang on, everyone, I'm grabbing myself a cookie. Hang on. Okay. How am I doing this? Okay. Oh, this is the brainer. Oh, frick. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Well, that was fun.
This is for you. I heard you're gonna leave the city with your parents.
Thelindis, did you...
I've heard nothing. Rerir got back very late last Friday. You never saw him, and I don't know what he did. And this conversation never happened.
What if he finds out that you pried into it?
Don't be silly. I don't know what secrets he does or doesn't have. All I know is he's just a normal guy who happens to...
Are you scared of him?
I don't know. The Revere I know doesn't match the person. Logically, I should be scared of him. But enough about that. You should get going, and...
What's in it?
A piece of the moon. All you need to know.
A red moon?
That's right. Our moon.
I promise, Lindis.
The Crimson Moon bloodline will never die out. Its light, the color of blood, will become like a fire that floats no matter how long it takes.
Bro, how long is this gonna take? Yeah, I'm gonna just fail because I don't know how I do this. I'm not used to like doing this. What do you mean this? Okay. I'm just gonna die then because I'm gonna go for that one then. I think I can. I'm confused. How do I do this? I think I understand actually. Can I take that? I don't think I actually need to like defeat all of them. Oh. I'm gonna go backwards.
Hurry, everyone, and stick to the plan.
Sir Dainsleif, what are you? You know what happens to those who betray the throne.
It is the king himself who has betrayed the throne. He has betrayed all of Conria.
If you have any love left for justice in your heart...
It's showtime. Dane and his group will handle the troops in the palace. Then Hraptatir and Rhindaughter will disarm. My job is to enter the prison and rest. Stay safe.
Look after my brother. Draw your blade.
Bro, this reminds me so much of chess. How long is this gonna take? I'm supposed to go this way? Why not? I'm dead. Where to go next? Excuse me.
This place is filthy. And the smell is abominable. Found you. Hello. Surprised? Oh, wait. I guess
I certainly felt some surprise in the moment when I was blinded. Surprise at the king's sheer ignorance. Surprise at just how unfairly this...
I'm curious. What did you
It wasn't a prophecy. It was a word of warning. The king has forsaken all reason in pursuit of his obsessions. I simply told...
But he didn't listen. Dane asked for my help. The court is in complete chaos now, but I'm sure you predicted...
I do want...
Forgive my curtness. You can't have wisdom be... There are things the king...
He wasn't entirely wrong.
Until what?
Just now.
Well, tonight could go a lot of different ways. 5 of us banded together to storm...
I sense hatred in you. But this is not the end. There are many... Is that a dagger?
With your abilities, I don't doubt that you were able to recover some of your sight. But I also...
Of course not. You mean... you...
Yes. I can't abandon...
In matters of... That is the...
That... I know it's your voice that I keep hearing in my head. Urging... You show me disaster, but... You won't show me how to avoid it?
My voice? It turns out that we are not so different, you and I.
Vedifulnir just broke into the strangest smile I've ever seen in my life. As if he'd...
Very well then. My advice to you is, for as long as you live, your story with Thelindis shall not come to an end. That is the only chance you have of fighting back against fate. It is up to you whether you believe my words. Regardless, that is all I will say on the matter. I have no right to intervene any further.
I will hold you to...
Thank you for setting me free. In return, I will tell you one more thing that you cannot...
Just then, a strange wave of energy rippled through the city. We had no idea what it could mean.
If I were you, I would head to the Universitas...
The Universitas? Oh no!
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again very...
Whatever Vedifulnir said, I didn't catch it. I didn't even help him out of the prison. There was no time. Monsters? Is this Rhindaughter's doing? The Universitas Magistrorum. Out of my way! Allegedly the king, but if they were ever gonna act...
Help!
Hold on! Don't let them anywhere near you!
Save me!
That sounded like an explosion. So, the rumor is, what other means does the king have at his disposal? And given it's a major center of abyss research, anyone over at the Universitas...
Yoo-hoo! Cleanup sequence initiated. Ultimatum protocol.
Locked on.
Overruled. Witness my rise. Transfixed.
Strike a pop!
For the Lord of the Night!
The mystery unravels. Can't hide the truth. It all adds up.
Measly insects! Now you must pay!
Insulation chamber deployed. Preparing for dust.
Target acquired.
Laid bare.
Monsters. At the... Oh no, it's no use. The table won't hold out much longer. Of course. All the lab equipment was upgraded after the inspection last week. I'm done for. Ah! Stay back!
What's that?
Rear. So the rumors about your work are true.
What? No! Listen, something happened at the palace tonight. We have to leave!
You don't need to lie to me anymore.
What do you mean?
I know why you're worried, and I will respect the decision you've made. But it's okay, because I found a solution. I know how to end all this. You can have it back. The normal life you so desire. But until then, I'm afraid our wedding will have to wait.
Celindus? No, don't do it! Celindus! Celindus!
I told you, Rerir. Let her go. You will find someone better.
No! No, I won't do it! I have to save her!
By what means exactly? A lowly pawn. You lack the power and the strength of will.
Do you know a way? Tell me!
Come to the palace. Join us.
Rerir, thank goodness we...
Step forth and take your share.
You made it.
Not you too.
Hatred or grief, despair or desire. We all have our own.
Rerir.
Celindus?
Were you daydreaming? You still remember, Rerir? That question you asked me a couple of weeks ago?
Oh. You mean the proposal?
Yeah. I'm wondering, where do you think would be a good place to discuss it? Maybe in the garden? Or were you thinking a fancy restaurant?
It's your choice. find you. And then, you can give me your answer.
So that's viewing other in a nutshell. His past is. Everyone?
She's fine.
Yes, you will have seen the events of Rerir's life through my thoughts. It's now clear that he is just a regular nobody, driven by—
I mostly agree. There's only so much we can know about him from his memories alone. However, I would not—
Sounds to me like you're
That's not what I meant.
Then try to remember that I respond better to the carrot than the stick. Now, as for you, Miss—
Cool. So, can you fill me in on the deets now? Most of what I saw when—
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry. But let's meet up with the others first. It will save me narrating it twice. Yehoda?
Yes, Bob!
That's more like it.
Forgive my curiosity.
It says I gotta do the annoying stuff that boss is too lazy to do for—
Is that—
If something is in the contract, it's because she willing— In any case, I've hardly shied away from my share of the work. There's nothing I dislike Oh no.
Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you to fend for you.
I'm sorry. What did you hear me say? I wasn't talking about labor.
Wait. How long have I been—
Not long. You just appeared by the door a moment— Boss, what's wrong?
We've been tricked. We never left at all.
Hallucinated?
How indeed.
So you control everything in—
More or less.
Has anything like this ever—
Only once. It was the first time I used the chess set.
Is there any similarity between what happened—
I suppose my thoughts are a little—
Is there anything I can do—
The first clause of your contract clearly states that I—
Meaning you're not feeling lazy?
Meaning this is not something Yehoda can—
Boss, it's—
Oh, listen.
What?
Yes, really. Where—
Well, anyway, I was thinking of fetching some water. There's gotta be a source around here somewhere. I suggest everyone finds someplace comfortable to take a rest. We gotta conserve our energy. Even though all this chess malarkey doesn't exist in a physical sense, mentally speaking, it's all real. And so is our tiredness. You don't want to dismiss mental fatigue. Just because it isn't physical doesn't mean it's any less serious. But anyway, I got your backs, so don't worry about a thing.
Don't I have the best employees? Jealous much?
If we can find a suitable time, I'd love to borrow Yehoda for a day to help out at the Frost Moon Scions.
Time to rally, everyone. Follow me. As we continue our journey, the same rules. You have my word that I will... This place looks familiar. That's not a good sign.
I wasn't expecting visitors at this hour. Wait, is that?
Oh, it's him.
There you are! Sinue's been looking for you all day. I think he has some news for you.
Oh yeah? What were you doing just now, Uncle Retinue? Hiding away some more loose change?
I know I saw some more.
What do you mean loose change? Oh, come on, I'm too old for this. Just pretend you saw nothing.
Hey, kid. Mind telling me what Sinuhe's been up to recently? I'm trying to get in his good books and I need a way in.
Get in his good books? Why? What do you want with my—
I've written a new song. I was hoping to showcase it at the next—
A new song, huh? I'd love to stay and listen, but unfortunately, Uncle Retinue says my dad's looking for me.
Well, there's plenty of time and I'm not going anywhere. See that pile of stones? I'll be sitting there warming up my vocal cords. Come find me when you're done.
Pile of stones. Got it. Hi, Dad.
Ah, there's my little princess. If you'd gotten back just a little sooner, you could have shared the spoils of war with me.
Spoils of war? Who were you fighting against, Dad?
It was just a figure of speech. The aftermath of a sandstorm is no time to be waging war. I was talking about our war against thirst. I went out to fix our water supply problem, and now I'm back. Which means...
We have a well again.
That's right. I found a new one and brought back as much water as I could carry. It should last us for a good while.
If it wasn't for these blasted sandstorms, our wells wouldn't be caving in. You wouldn't be spending all your time out searching for new water sources.
As the chief of our tribe, I'm supposed to be leading us out of hardship and poverty, onto better things. You know how prosperous our ancestors were. I've told you all the stories. And look at us now, squeezed into these hovels. No one would choose this, if it wasn't for the endless wars over the years. But things are looking up. I started working with some folks from the academia a few months back.
So you're the
Special ambassador, they call it. It's nothing bad, okay? We've been isolated here in the desert for too long. Seeking opportunities elsewhere is the best thing for us.
So, do you get anything?
Of course. My luck's improving all the time.
That's our well, and you know it.
Did you really think you could take our water without permission and get away with it? You're either brave, stupid, or both.
And that special ambassador act? Yeah, nice try. We spoke to the academia. They said it was all news to them. You're a liar and a cheat!
I heard Yehuda gasp, but I don't blame her. Most people are terrified by the sight of blood. Corpses strewn across the ground. The wounds are clearly from scimitars and daggers. The desert dwellers' weapons of choice. There's a handwritten note on the ground. Let's see what it says.
Halil, this is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. Surely you remember me. I was the one who helped you and your colleagues avoid the quicksand in the desert. This is my second time writing to you. I assume my last letter must have gotten lost in the mail, as I didn't receive a reply. I hope this one makes it to you safely. I'm writing to you because I need some help. That sandstorm the other day completely blocked up our well, forcing me to look for another water source in Iab and Unut territory. It was a matter of survival. Praise the gods. The well of the Eob tribe was intact. It was my last resort. I drew what water I could and left, but not without being spotted. I fear they will retaliate. You told me to write to you if I ever needed help. You said you'd be my ally in the academia. I urgently need you to formally recognize my title of Special Ambassador and send some of your people to assist me for a few days. It's the only way I can convince them that this was the academia's decision and prevent them from retaliating. This is an emergency. Please send help as soon as possible.
Looks like this letter never got sent. The writer died a grisly death, and the letter was... What a ridiculous lie the surviving Shimti tell. Their whole
Officer, welcome. Welcome to our humble...
I thought you would at least...
This is the finest wine Aru village has to offer. I promise.
The Academia has agreed to reserve a single space for a candidate from your village. But I remain skeptical of this entire endeavor. I highly doubt anyone in this desert possesses...
Please, have faith. If not in us, then in our god. The child we found shows great promise. I beg you, take her away from this place.
I don't...
She showed up here a few days ago, and we took her in. She's a really...
So, where are...
Nowhere special.
What about the rest of your family?
Just the one. Correct.
So, no brothers, no sisters, no...
Any who have slept on a bed of sand, I call my brothers, and my...
All right, get over here. Sign your name... Never? You're rather fair-skinned for a desert dweller.
Nefer, this term's assignments have been issued already. Please read through the materials thoroughly, conduct your own additional research, and then write an essay on the topic.
Yes, Professor, I'm aware. I just had a couple more questions I wanted to get your perspective on.
Oh? Please, ask away.
Well, I saw the other students' problem sheets, and I could...
A weak student? Goodness, no. Quite the opposite.
I think what you're saying...
You see? Sharp as they...
Because of where...
I'm sorry, Nefer. Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions. What's the other one?
I wanted to check... If someone sent me a letter to the Academia, where do I go to collect it?
Ah, your family wrote to you. As long as they put your name on the envelope, someone should hand it right to you.
Not exactly. It's not even a recent letter. I was just curious what...
The House of Dana, I expect. I know there's a box for unclaimed mail somewhere in there, probably sitting on a shelf. Whatever you're looking for, that'd be the place to start.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Professor.
Oh, don't mention it. Honestly,
Hey, you're a great teacher, and you do your best for all your students. But the rules are the rules. You're not allowed to teach students like me. It's not just the Academia either. The whole world bends over backwards for the successful, and leaves the losers to suffer and die.
Oh, my dear child. Don't tell me you've given up on life already.
I haven't. I just think that if you want to make it in this world, you have to find a way to become successful. This must be it. Let's take a look. A dilapidation. This one was never. Who was it? This one. In clinical. This seems like. Wait. The note says. This next one. A few words in recent. However, as well as education as grant. I do hope. And the sender. So this. Whatever. I'm not exactly. I can't believe. I don't believe for one. Wait. Could this be it?
Greetings, Halil. I don't know. In my tribe, learning a person's true name is serious business. And I therefore see you all as friends. You were kind enough to leave your contact details, so we could stay in touch. The Shimti tribe. This brings me to my reason for writing. Our tribe has fallen on particular. There was a terrible sandstorm a few days ago. The Eob and Un. I found a well. When we met, you assured me. That aside, the last time you were here, you mentioned that the academia had started accepting students from the desert. And I told you a little about my daughter, Nefer. We have next.
From the outset, the academia, and you were so. You swore you'd lead us to a better place one day. You liar. And who fell for it? I think I'll take over from here. I just came to say goodbye. Thanks for everything you've done for me in my time here.
Nefer?
I'm quitting. Something's come up in my hometown.
Huh? But this was a hard-won opportunity for you. You know—
It was. Oh, and I didn't want to overfill my bags, so I left some incense on— What's wrong? I thought you—
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your hometown?
Yeah, I lied. It's not rare at all. There's this book. It's not worth much. Keep—
But Nefer—
All right, that's all from me. You take care.
Don't forget me, okay? I mean, we're more than just class—
Yeah, I lied again. That incense is worth a fortune, and it's a rare find even in those ruins. And as for remembering her, I have far too much to do. I'll be lucky if I even make it through this alive. But either way, I expect I'll forget you pretty quickly. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
So, what does the Academia want? Since they've sent their special ambassador, I assume there's a big business deal to be made. If not, I'd be very disappointed.
Please, sir, lower your blade. You're lucky I'm the one they sent. Not all special ambassadors share my admiration for the Eab people. The ever-shifting balance of power in the desert reduced the once great civilizations of this region to rubble and...
So, you do know who you're dealing with?
This well is the perfect...
You're not wrong.
Of course not. Records uncovered by the... I checked the map...
50 million? No, wait. If these ruins are as important as you say...
Don't get greedy. We know far more than you think.
So what if it was?
Don't worry. As unscrupulous as it was, it's something we're willing to overlook. The Academia is only interested in dealing with the de facto power holders in the region. I hope I am making myself clear.
And I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the Academia is trying to play me, I'll hunt down every one of your people and make you watch as I cut...
I assure you, you see how I'm dressed, don't you? I appreciate that you've never been to the rainforest, but surely even you recognize... And what does a barbarian like you have to lose anyway?
All right, I take your point. The Academia is the highest authority in the land. I'm sure you're trustworthy people. In that case, we have a deal. We will sell you the excavation rights. I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed.
Gladly. I am partial, so let's indulge in a few drinks together, in celebration of this momentous occasion.
Chief, it's an emergency! It's the Unut.
What? Well, don't just stand.
Yes, Chief.
I have every confidence in the Eab's military.
What is it?
The Unut's response was alarmingly fast.
I don't...
I am obliged to remind you, Chief, that the Academia will only deal with the de facto power holders. If you cannot regain control over the well...
No! Please, Ambassador, just that well is ours.
Glad to hear it. I will wait.
If there is a traitor...
Wow. All it took was a few words and I've got him.
So, in summary...
The Eab are... So let me ask you...
Kill them all.
Precisely. At the same time, there is simply...
We have our own rules out here.
Right. Natural out. Weren't the Eab... Let me be clear.
Say no more. I believe we have...
Good. Then, you see, Dad? Lying is easy when you know how. Look at yourselves. The monsters who destroyed my home, they're just ordinary... I think we're even. Maybe I've even done the desert a favor. It's a better Oh, Sinuhe. My gullible fool of a father. Perhaps if you'd been as ruthless as I was today, but you couldn't do what had to be done.
Nefer, it's okay.
I believe I remember you promising to remain.
Yeah, but even...
Yehoda, is there anything you can do to ease the tension?
Alright, time for a sharp turn onto a... So, anyway, that's enough of that. When are we getting out of this place? Feels like we've been walking forever. I'm getting pretty tired. Oh, Alma, you tired?
Yes. If we can find somewhere to sit down, I could certainly do with a rest.
It's not far now. There should be a temple just up ahead. Yes.
Really? A temple? That's where this story ends? I guess that's how things go in the desert.
Desert dwellers can never escape their destiny. Or...
You mentioned a temple.
My biggest trade secret of all.
Ah. Then I'm guessing...
I didn't know you were clued up on any other religions.
I'm no expert in the history of...
Sounds impressive.
Oh, I know who you mean. General Mahamatra Sino. The spirit of Hermanubis dwells within him.
That's Boss Neff for ya. She knows everything.
Sino's hardly a figure of obscurity, but I know about Sethos too.
What about him? Is he a big deal or something?
Well, he's not a small deal, let's put it that way. Please, this is the thanks for your patience, everyone. I'm sure it's been a lot to
Uh-oh. 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 I'm totally out of my depth here. I don't have anything to add about any of this stuff. I want to do the whole name-dropping, this girl knows her stuff thing too, but I've never seen anything like it before.
A statue with the head of a bird.
That's Thoth, the Ibis King, one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. The legends say that he, the Crocodile King, and the Goat King were the 3 retainers of King Deshret. Let's take a look.
It's just Ashru.
So, all is well?
Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates. Then we find ourselves back in the outside world. Besides, these are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
Of course. It's almost over.
Hold on!
Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
How repulsive.
Timed that pretty well, didn't I? It's okay. I'm just glad no one was hurt. Paimon noticed you doing something too, Dainsleif. Were you helping get them?
Of course. When I asked Nefer to conduct this investigation, I was not naive to the dangers involved. I had a duty to ensure your safety.
Good to know your sense of justice.
I take that to mean that you saw the truth. That comes as a great relief.
I certainly did. And thanks to your help, I also...
Whoa, really? How'd you manage?
Well, to be honest, I sensed that by using this fragment...
But how did he track you through your thoughts?
Rerir was a secret agent who reported direct...
No one?
He infiltrated the chess set, read my thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it. That's why we weren't able to leave.
Speaking of your chess set, it's quite a remarkable...
You overestimate me. You all saw how this came to be. A long time ago, the Eab massacred my tribe, the Shimti, in our home village. A few years, the Unut and the Eab fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake of a non-existent 50 million mora. The Eab ultimately won that confrontation, but their victory came at the cost of almost every warrior in the tribe. The final blow to the Eab came at the victory feast, when an Unut assassin beheaded their chief right before my eyes. The remaining, having gotten as I stood there, this chess set is my gift from the Ibis. With this chessboard and every god plays...
It is the same with...
If you're alluding to the Abyss, then yes, I agree. Gather the others. It's time to... Thank you all for being here. As promised, I did some further investigating into the Reicher of Solnari's background. I am pleased to report that the investigation has been most fruitful indeed. The Reicher of Solnari, real name Rerir, was once a Khanrian...
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. But it does not excuse his many transgressions. No matter how much Rerir suffered in the past, the fact remains that he is what we know today as the Wild Hunt, wreaking havoc upon innocent lives in Nod-krai. he becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, it is simply a matter of time before all of Tevat suffers the consequences. This is a threat that the Knights of Favonius cannot ignore.
A question for Miss Columbina. Forgive me if this is presumptuous, but have you ever seen the spatial gateway that appeared in Rerear's memory?
Never. But I have heard stories of something called the Moon Gate, and this seems to fit the description.
Miss Lauma, any thoughts on this?
In the lore of the Frost Moon Scions, the moon is believed to hold many secrets. Some sources speak of ancient knowledge, others of a gateway to the unknown. The term Moon Gate is one I have heard before, but as is—
Then back to Miss Columbina. As a moon goddess yourself, do you have some idea of where the Moon Gate leads to?
Not at this stage, sorry. I do hold the power of the Frost Moon, and my strength is recovering.
But there's more to the power of the Frost Moon than that?
Yes. A moon goddess has the right to open the Moon Gate, since it is a path to the moon. And right now, I need to conserve my—
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world. I highly suspect that neither with the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. And yet, the wild hunt proliferates wherever his scattered fragments lie.
So your theory is that Rerir was physically torn to shreds by some powerful force? Hence, why the wild hunt is a distributed phenomenon, rather than a unified one?
Makes sense to me. Explains why the wild hunt is so pervasive, and why he's been trying to piece himself back together. He was whole to begin with, and he wants to be whole again.
Without the power of the Abyss on his side, he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart.
But I could not agree more. The power of the Abyss is most surely a curse.
It is a compelling explanation, and one that accords with my present understanding of Abyss creatures. Whether the life form in question is primitive or advanced, if a curse has extended its lifespan unnaturally, it will continue to survive in spite of everything. This raises some interesting questions. I will run some experiments and see if there is any validity to my suspicions. That being said, regardless of whether my research bears fruit, I would like to thank Miss Nefer for conducting such a thorough investigation. Already, it has greatly enriched my understanding of the entity we face.
My pleasure, Mr. Albedo. I too hope that the information I have shared today proves useful as we look to formulate the next stage of our plan.
Hey! What is it, Dainsleif? You look really upset!
It's just, when I think of the man I once knew as Rerir, I struggle to
The two of you used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring any comfort, but—
Mine too. We could never know—
Those are the first comforting words I've heard in a long time.
Well, I think this is a good place to end today's meeting. I'm sure Nefer needs some—
That's very thoughtful.
Of course.
Sounds good to me. Take some time to rest and die. Hey, is...
Please,
nice room. Oh, I'm not...
Why not?
If it's all the same, I'll just stay out here. I might not look the part, but I'm technically a knight. Barging into... Anyway, Nefer went back to the queue. Firstly, it's only a matter of time. Well, felt like some kind of...
2 days?
That remains to be... You have some history with him, right? Do you think maybe you could talk? Great. All right. We figured we'd bounce the idea off you first.
Oh, time has...
All right. We felt a...
Roping us in?
I choose...
Sir Varka,
I'm all ear.
I think we can be more flexible with how the...
I see your point. To be clear,
I want to do everything within my power.
Well, that as in, most people weigh up, of course.
Thank you, sir.
I should be the one.
Alright, I'm gonna end the video here because I've been sitting here for almost 2 hours. My legs are finally asleep. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. If y'all want to see more, like, subscribe, comment down below. Other than that, I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Hope y'all have an amazing day or night, and I'll see y'all later. Bye, guys!